As the Marvel Cinematic Universe continues to grow year by year and slowly starts to introduce new franchises and characters, the timeline is going to get a little bit more all over the place, especially now that we're seeing prequels, other prequels, sequels to these prequels that are still actually prequels, and so forth. So let's talk about how The Falcon and the Winter Soldier is in fact a prequel to Spider-Man Far From Home. So if you've been following all the news that's been out there in interviews, and if you're following the clues throughout all the shows when they mention how long it's been since the blip, since the Thanos thing happened, since Endgame ended, and so forth, you know that WandaVision is about a month after Endgame. We know that The Falcon and the Winter Soldier is about 6 months after the ending of Endgame, and we know, if we just look back at Spider-Man Far From Home, that takes place about 8 to 9 months after Avengers Endgame, meaning that The Falcon and the Winter Soldier is set roughly 2 months before the events of Spider-Man Far From Home. Now, I'm going to go on and speculate that this has something to do with them not wanting to move past that point with Spider-Man because of a particular reason. Because the next Spider-Man film, we know because it's been confirmed by Tom Holland and people working on it, picks up literally moments after the ending of the last film. The ending of the last film is in fact his identity getting revealed, which leads straight into whatever multiverse effects are happening in the third Spider-Man film. They don't want to set all these things after the multiverse films because then we run into multiple issues. And we still don't know how the whole multiverse and Loki, for example, or Ant-Man Quantumania or something, how they could affect the timeline. For all we know, once Spider-Man 3 wraps up and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, they might literally change some historic event that changes something huge, and suddenly there's new characters that we've never seen before. And how does Loki factor into all this and multiple other things? So I think they're definitely sitting on that and trying to make all these properties prequels of sort, because that's just how it works. It works the best to the story you need to tell, and you don't have to worry about the more grandiose ideas like the multiverse, or hey, does the multiverse maybe introduce the X-Men, which people speculated. So it's a smart decision, and you don't have to address all the things that are happening with Spider-Man Far From Home as well, because you would think, yeah, that's an Avengers level threat. Maybe Captain America is going to want to show up. Well, he's just now become Captain America and he's been whisked away to another plot, so we can't get him. Which now also explains why Sam Wilson's Captain America cameo was cut from Far From Home.